Which tool is used to drain excess water after mong maghugas ng mga vegetables? Letter A, bowl. Letter B, colander. Letter C, steamer. Letter D, utility tray. No? Sir, isasagot ko dito si steamer. Tama. Si steamer kasi sir is ganito po yun sir eh. Tapos may mga small holes doon sa ilalim. No? Kaya ang isasagot ko doon sir is sorry, steamer. Pero mali po yun si steamer po natin. No? Ang tanong ko kay steamer, which of the following is used no to provide or to have this what we call as moist baking natin or moist preparation of food? Steamer po yung sagot doon. Now, kapag utility tray naman po teacher, siya po yung paglalagyan po ng mga hiniwa na mga gulay. Utility tray po natin yon. Hindi po siya for draining excess water natin. Kita nyo to? Have you seen this one in your home? Tama? That is what you call as colander. Di ba? Yan po ay isang colander. To drain excess water, especially vegetables, fruits, and any other washed na mga elements, sa po tinatawag nating colander. When the diameter of a cylindrical object is to be measured, what tool are you going to use? Ruler is for straight object. Meter stick is for straight object. Pull-push rule is for long distances. Caliper is for cylindrical object natin. Now, which is more accurate? Micrometer or vernier caliper? No? Which is more accurate? No? Kasi ang dalawang to teachers are considered as precision tools. These are called precision tools kasi ng isang industry. No? Pero which of them is more precise to be measured or to have the measurement? Is it the micrometer or the vernier caliper? Hmm? Vernier caliper? Micrometer? Teachers, kung pagpipiliin kayo, alin sa dalawang yan ang mas may precise na measurement, the answer should always be micrometer. Again, micrometer has more precise measurement than vernier caliper. At the same time, si micrometer teachers can measure up to 0.001. Hanggang si vernier caliper teachers is 0.01 lang po siya. Okay? No? Kaya we choose to have this micrometer reading natin compared kay vernier caliper. But both of them actually can measure cylindrical object. No? Sir, pag meron po sa dalawa, sir, si micrometer at si vernier caliper, alin dito yung pipiliin namin? Micrometer ang pipiliin. Pero since dito yung lumabas is only caliper, pipiliin nyo dito is caliper. Nakikintindihan? Okay. Next question of the night. Sir, ano yung utang? Ano yung tawag namin sa mga utang mula po sa pagbibili ng mga produkto sa isang supplier on credit? No? Ano yung tawag namin sa mga utang mula po sa pagbibili ng mga produkto o serbisyo mula po sa mga supplier on credit? Is it letter A, property, pagmamay-ari? Letter B, accounts payable, babayarin. Letter C, expenses, mga gastusin. Letter D, accounts receivable. No, di ba? Ayoko ang Tagalog yan. No, accounts receivable. Letter A, property. Letter B, accounts payable. Letter C, an expense. Letter D, accounts receivable. The correct answer is letter. Very good. Hindi po yan property. No? Hindi po yan property. Kasi property teachers, this talks about assets. 'Di ba? Oh, yeah, we understand. No? We understand na anything na na-acquire mo becomes your property, tama? No? Pero hindi po siya property does not relate directly to the question the debt incurred. Kasi po yung tanong dito is focus on yung debt incurred, yung utang. Di ba? Letter D is not talking about debt incurred. Bakit po teachers? Account receivable talks about the money, no? You owed to a certain to the money owed to a company, no? Na kung saan they have been used, no? Para po sa kanilang sariling gastusin. Say for example, si letter A nangutang kay letter B. So si letter B, siya yung may utang. That means that A to B, that means account payable. 'Di ba? Pero si A po teachers, siya po ay may account receivable mula po kay B. Tama? No? Again, si letter A siya yung may-ari ng pera. Nagpapautang po si letter A kay letter B. Therefore, si letter B, meron po siyang obligation kay letter A. At ang tawag natin doon sa obligation na yon is account payable. No? Letter B or person B has an account payable to letter or to person A. Pero si person A naman, meron po siyang since si person A ay may tatanggapin po siya na bayad kay person B, kaya ang tawag natin doon, account receivable. But the question is that, sino yung nagkakautang? Si letter B. So, therefore, that falls under accounts payable. No? Sir, paano natin i-explain si expense? Si expense teachers, ito po yung mga cost na gastos natin incurred during sa proseso sa pag-earn ng ating business revenue or profits. 'Di ba? Kumbaga yung expense teachers is what we call as the ano no? Oh, wait lang. Humihina yata yung internet ko ah. Teachers, are you still there? No? Are you, am I still on the live? Okay, okay, okay. No? Parang nawala kasi ako kasi ano eh. Kasi yung sabi dito sa screen ko, your internet is unstable. Don't worry. No, expense teachers, ito po yung ginagamit natin while the operation is going on. No? So that is expense po natin. Therefore, the answer is letter B, accounts payable. Nakuha. Next question. The hormone responsible for milk in the mammary gland. Oy, no? Di ba? The hormone responsible sa mga gatas. Ano yung tawag natin dito? Prolactin, calcitonin, oxytocin, epinephrine. Oy, gusto ko tong epinephrine. Bakit? No, I will not forget epinephrine kasi ito mo na lumalas o kung siya'y nagulat o kung siya'y nagkakaroon ng stress o kung magkakaroon siya dito ng anong pagmamadali. No? Example, nasunugan ng bahay. Example lang yan, example lang yon, no? Nagkakaroon siya dito ng fight or flight. This called adrenaline rush. 'Di ba? Adrenaline rush to eh. Epinephrine is a hormone that is called as adrenaline hormone. No? Ah, etong oxytocin, ito yung tinatawag nating the love hormone, di ba? Ah, kung ito yung oxytocin, ito yung love hormone. Saan iputos? Kaya nag-usap ng ganito. Ito po yung sa animal cultures. Ah, ano naman yung calcitonin? Ito po yung the hormone that involves the calcium level. Ano yung prolactin? Ito po yung hormone responsible for the milk injection ng mga baboy, no? Ng mga even. Prolactin po yun sila. Okay? Ano naman yung tinatawag nating, uy, yung baka po ninyo, kahit taas-taas ng kanilang cortisol, kaya pa nanghihina sila. So what is then cortisol? Nanghihina yung baka ninyo kasi po ang taas-taas po ng kanilang stress hormone. No? Cortisol is what we call as the stress hormone. No? Palaging tulog ang mga aso dahil po teachers, meron po silang tinatawag na malakas or marami po ang tinatawag na melatonin. No? Melatonin is the circadian rhythm natin or kung maganda yung sleep-wake cycle. Melatonin natin. It promotes sleepiness. Okay? Ah, I need melatonin para makatulog ako tonight. Ganon. Okay. Progesterone and testosterone, these are the reproductive processes or mga hormones ng mga mammals natin. Progesterone is for the female and testosterone is for the male po natin. Tandaan niyo po yan. Wag na wag niyo po yung kakalimutan. Sir, I like to remove the bulk and remove the weight. Anong term po ba yun, sir? Is it, am I going to thin my hair? Am I going to straighten my hair? Am I going to shorten my hair? Am I going to graduate my hair? Graduate, diba? Graduating the hair. Again, the removing bulk or the removing the weight are more modern term for letter A, thinning the hair. Letter B, straightening. Letter C, shortening the hair. Graduating the hair. What answer here? The answer here is thin hair. No? This technique kasi, removing bulk and removing weight are all volumes. No? They are volume. Okay? Now, pag sinasabi ng teachers, removing the bulk or removing the weight, does it affect the length? Yes or no? Again, pag sinasabi natin, gusto kong mag-remove ng bulk, gusto kong mag-remove ng weight ng hair, does it affect or does it necessarily affect the length of your hair? Yes or no? Sagutin ang tamang sagot. Ha? Again, ha, teachers, does it need to involve the length when you say remove the bulk or remove the weight of your hair? The answer is no. No. Hindi po kailangan madama yung haba ng buhok. Hindi po kailangan madama yung haba ng buhok. Dahil po teachers, yung tanong kasi dito, it's all about ang pagkuha sa kapal ng buhok. Hindi dun sa haba ng buhok. Naintindihan? Di ba? You na get the point? No? The bulking or the removing of the bulk of the hair or reducing the weight of the hair, you only reduce the volume. But you do not necessarily reduce the length. Nakuha ba?